All praises to Ahaya and Ahaya alone. For he alone is our master, alone is our savior, alone is our redeemer, alone is our king, Yadahaya. This is Brother Holly with the second Spirit of Truth broadcast here on the AHAYAH'S channel, as well as the House of Ahaya channel on this set apart Sabbath day. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to the great I am, he who is, was, and is to come, the Almighty One, Yadahaya. For Ahaya is our master, our savior, our redeemer, king. He alone resides in the heaven, and he alone is the most high power of the children of Jacob. All praises. We'll be reading from the His Word Hebrew Yahshua Scriptures, 400 years of slavery. And we'll be reading from Psalms 50. And I'd like to start this broadcast off with, again, thanking the new subscribers. And I'd like to thank our existing subscriber base, all of you who've hung in there through all the the roller coaster ride that you probably would feel like you've been on with me on over these last 6 years or so. It's been the real joy of my life, children, to be here with you every Sabbath, bringing out the Most High's word to you in a format that's easy to understand, that's straightforward. You know how we do it here, straight, no chaser. And I'd just like to thank you all for your continued support. And may the Most High bless you. All praises. Turn me to Psalms 50. And let's start reading at verse 1. It says, "The mighty Hayah, even Yahaya, have spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun to the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, Hayah has shined." Will you highlight? Hayah is shining forth out of Zion, out from the center of the midst of his people. If you want to see Hayah in action today, look toward his people, for he is in our midst. All praises. I'll read it again. Out of Zion, this is Psalms 50 and 2. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty. Zion is the perfection of beauty. Nowhere else. Hayah hath shined. Our Hayah shall come and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tumultuous round about him. Psalms 50 and 4. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. We got it. So who's the judge of his people? Who's the judge of Yasha'Allah? Who's the judge of the tribes of Jacob? That would be Ahaya himself. See, we're not walking anymore in the lies of the New Testament. We ain't walking in that lie no more. Because the false Messiah of the New Testament said that he was the judge, that all judgment's been given unto me. He said all power has been given unto him. And then he turned around and said in Acts chapter 1 that the Father had power. So which is it? I declare you don't know what you're talking about. And if you follow that foolishness, may the Most High open your eyes. All right, let's keep going. I'll read it again. Psalms 50 and 4. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he might judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Will you highlight? Now, in the preceding verses from this verse, he's going to describe what those sacrifices were. But suffice it to say, there was a covenant made by sacrifice with a group of people. That's found in the book of Exodus. When Moses, the leader of the children of Jacob, when we came out of Egypt, Moses, our leader, our prophet, our first prophet from the time of Egypt, he spoke to us. He, the Most High, using him as the mediator, made a covenant with us. Moses took hyssop and sprinkled the blood of animals on the book of the law and on the people. And this is the covenant that Ahai has adjourned unto you. And the people said, everything written in this book we will do. Stood before Ahai and all creation, said, everything in this book we will do. And the book of the law says if you keep the testimonies found therein, you shall live. But if you depart from them, you'll die. It's never changed. He said, gather those people together, those who made a covenant with me by sacrifice. He's talking about you and I, child. He ain't talking about these heathens. He ain't talking about the Gentiles, the other nations. No, he's talking about the people who made a covenant with him by sacrifice. That covenant was around the commandments in the book of the law. I'll read it again. Psalms 50:5, gather my saints together unto me. So the set apart people. Saints is just sanctified or set apart or holy, whichever word you choose. I like set apart. That stays pretty true to the actual meaning of Kodashia. Set apart. Gather my set apart together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heaven shall declare his righteousness, for Hayah is judge himself, Salah. Or think about that. Consider that. Ponder that. That Hayah is judge himself. Again, a smack against that liar in the New Testament who said he the judge. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Yasha'Allah, and I will testify against you. I am Hayah, even your Hayah. I will not reprove you for your sacrifices or your burnt offerings to have been continually before me. Get my first time out. He said, look, I'm not reproving you about the sacrifice you continually to do. You got that down pat. You continually do them sacrifices. But we're going to see in a moment, he don't want them. He don't want no sacrifice. Or I should rephrase, he going to tell you the sacrifice he accepts. Wow. He going to talk about the ones you've been given and the nature of the ones you've been given, and he going to tell you the ones he accepts. Let's hear it from Ahai's own mouth what he wants from us. Because for the longest time, all those Hebrew Christianites who want to cling to the New Testament guy, for lack of a better term, the demigod of the New Testament, the man God of the New Testament, all of them that want to cling to him, the one that say he gonna be like the Most High, like Lucifer said. He said it in Philippians, well, it was said of him in Philippians chapter 2. What Lucifer said in Isaiah 14. Don't let that go over your head. The apostate Paul said in the book of Philippians, for the mind to be in you that was in the New Testament guy, the demigod, who thought it not robbery to be equal to God. And then what Lucifer said, I will be like the Most High. Wow. I digress. Psalms 50:8, I will not reprove you for your sacrifices or your burnt offerings to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of your house. He said, look, I don't want not nan cow. I want a nan you got. Nor he goats out of your folds. I don't want your goats. Goats are the prescribed sin offering. Prescribed to it. Ahayah saying, I don't want them. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains. This is Psalms 50 and 11. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you. Listen, if Ahaya ever got hungry, he don't tell us. Everything belongs to him on this planet, and every planet, everywhere. So whatever he want to eat, if he was hungry, whatever he want to eat, he can just go get it. It's his and his alone. It don't belong to you, me either. Wow. Psalm 50 and 12, if I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Point made. Will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Give me my second time out. Did not that liar over in the New Testament tell you to eat his flesh and drink his blood? Ahaya said, what, you think I eat flesh of bulls and drink goat blood? But the liar in the New Testament said, you better eat his flesh and you better drink his blood or you don't have eternal life. Wow. I have discovered a contradiction. Ahaya over here saying, I reject flesh eating and blood drinking. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't want that. Well, the New Testament guy said you better do it and better be me when you do it. Wow. I'll read it again. Will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto Hayah thanksgiving and pay your vows unto the Most High. Give me my second time out. That's what you offer to him. We don't offer bulls. We don't offer goats. We don't offer lambs. We don't offer none of it. Turtle doves, none of it. What we offer is thanksgiving. We offer praise. You said in Isaiah, a contrite heart I will not reject. In another place in the Psalm, David said, if you wish the sacrifice, I would bring it. But a contrite heart is what you want. A humble heart is what you want. He's saying, look, I want thanksgiving. I want praise. Give that to me. Pay your vows to me. I'll accept that. I don't want no bull to eat or no goat's blood to drink. I ain't into cannibalism and vampirism. I don't eat flesh. I don't drink blood. Wow. But what I will take is thanksgiving. I will take praise. I will take you paying whatever you buy. You say you're going to do this, tell to me, good, do it. I'll accept that. I'll read it again. Psalms 50 and 13, will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto Ahaya thanksgiving and pay your vows unto the Most High and call upon me in the day of trouble. Give me my third, almost last time out. Dear, was not the first broadcast talking about what to happen in the day of trouble? Please hear me, children. These are the days of trouble. We're troubled on every side. They coming for our neck every day. And you see, I should say, you saw live and in living color what happens to those who call for our demise. Their demise is brought about live and in living color for the whole world to see. We ain't got to worry about that one calling for us to be displaced, be deported, be locked up. He ain't going to never say nothing about us again. His days of bad-mouthing people that look like me are over. We all saw it. Wow. Psalms 50 and 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you. And you shall glorify me. All praises to Ahaya for his deliverance of his people in these last days. But unto the wicked, Hayah says, what have you to do to declare my statutes? Give my last time out. Did not the one that was calling for our demise that was judged in front of the whole world, he was always talking about the word of Ahai, wasn't he? Always. Wearing an idol around his neck. Ooh, I ain't gonna say that. Ooh, I ain't gonna say it. But that idol got pierced, didn't it? It was around his neck. Wow. Wow. You don't put them idols on yourself no more. Whoever's wearing them idols around your necks, on your chest, wherever they may be, tattooed on you. Come on, y'all. Get rid of them idols. You know that symbol? This symbol? Get rid of it. All right? That's an X like a cross. Oh my goodness. Get rid of them crosshairs off you. Don't put no crosshair on you. You see the result. You see what happened. Oh my. Wow. Psalms 50 and 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. But unto the wicked, AHAYAH says, what have you to do to declare my statutes? Or that you should take my covenant in your mouth. Get my last time out. What in the world are these jokers talking about? Got an idol hanging around their neck, bowing to an idol. Worshiping a demigod. And have the audacity to talk about the Most High's word. That says, have no God before me. There's no God beside me. I know not any. Oh, they just put one up there. They just put their little demigod right beside you. Say he at your right hand, AHAYAH say, I don't know about it. What are you talking about? And they create a whole series of books called the New Testament, filled with this foolishness, and paying it off on the Most High's chosen people. There's teachings on these channels. The one about the foundation of deceit, that's a great one on this very subject. How they have taught you to worship something false, to keep you involved in sin, to keep the Most High from favoring you. Deuteronomy chapter 32. The whole reason they want to keep you in sin and idolatry is number one, having another deity, having another power besides AHAYAH. That's number one of his commandments. Don't do that. But that's what you do when you set up your demigod, when you set up your idol, when you set up the one that says, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men to me. You should have heard that. I know I should have. I was involved in that foolishness for way too long. I should have heard that first day. Like, oh, give me a timeout. I thought you're supposed to be bringing people to the Father. What are you talking about? To you. Wow. I read again, Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, AHAYAH says, what have you to do to declare my statutes? Or that you should take my covenant in your mouth? What are you doing? Seeing you hate instruction, you do. You hate instruction. He told you don't have no other deity. What you do? You set one up. He told you to tear down idols, you set them up. He told you not to bow before anything made, created in heaven, earth, under earth, above it, wherever. You bowing to the stuff. Bowing down. Crying. Pleading blood. Man, Christian ain't nothing but a blood cult. That's all it is. A blood cult. We already read. The Most High said, I don't drink goat blood. I don't eat bull flesh. I ain't got nothing to do with them sacrifices. I want some thanks. I want some praise. I want you to keep your word to me. That's what I want. And another place in the Psalm said, a contrite or humble spirit, he will not reject. He'd rather have that. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Wow, that's in 1 Samuel. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Psalms 50 and 17, seeing that you hate instruction and cast my words behind you, when you saw a thief, then you consented with him. When you saw a thief, someone who was ripping people off, i.e., hiring contractors and not paying them, that's thievery. After the work done, I ain't paying you. When you saw that person, you consented with them. You said, oh, yes, sir, that's a good job. Good job. Yeah, that's the way you treat those people. Yeah, you consented with them, didn't you? And have been a partaker with adulterers. This same person who was cheating people, who was cheating contractors, not paying them, was a multiple-time adulterer. Wives leaving him because of his adultery. And you consented with him. You backed him. Held him up. Supported him. Mm-hmm. That's what you did. But the Most High cut you down, didn't he? Sure did. For the whole world to see. You who put the Most High's covenant in your mouth. You wicked one. You idolater. Who put the Most High's covenant in your mouth. Would hated instruction. We don't want to hear about keeping no laws. Don't want to hear that. You wanted to run with the cheaters. You wanted to run with the thief. You wanted to run with the adulterer. Psalms 50 and 19. You gave your mouth to evil. I ain't got no more timeouts left. But that's what you did. You spoke evil all the while. We all heard you. Like I said in the first broadcast, what that evil you were talking is on a constant loop now. For everybody to know now. A lot of people never even heard about this person. They've heard about him now. Wow. You gave your mouth. Psalms 50 and 19. You gave your mouth to evil, and your tongue framed deceit. You just lied. You blatantly lied. Made up stuff as you went. Just made up statistics. Just lying. You sit and speak against your brother. Woo, if I had a timeout, I'd call. Wasn't that what you were doing when the judgment hit you? You were sitting down, framing your mouth to speak against someone. Wow. That's when the judgment came for you, didn't it? While you were sitting there, speaking against someone. I'll read it again. You sit and speak against your brother. This is Psalms 50 and 20. You sit and speak against your brother. You slandereth thy own mother's son. Speaking slanderous against your brother. Just sitting there. What's going to happen? These things have you done. And I kept silent. I said, look, I watched you do this time again. I kept silent. Psalms 50 and 21. These things have you done, and I kept silent. You thought that I was altogether such a one as yourself. You thought AHAYAH was in your corner. You thought he favored you. You thought he was with you. That he'd protect you. No. No, slanderer. No. Liar. No. One who consents with thieves and adulterers. No. I ain't with you. You thought he was. You thought he was just like you. Mm-hmm. You thought you were his buddy and he was your buddy. I'll read it again. Psalm 50 and 21. These things have you done, says I, and I kept silent. You thought that I was altogether such a one as yourself, but I will reprove you and set them in order before your eyes. That's exactly what happened. Everything was set on judgment came like that. Mid-sentence, while you were sitting there slandering, judgment came. Like a bolt out the blue. Wow. The whole world saw it. Wow. I'll read it again. These things have you done. You consented with the liar. You consented with the cheat. You consented with the adulterer. You slandered your brother. You formed your mouth around deceit, lies. You did it. And there ain't no question about it. Look, we don't need to relitigate your existence. It's all recorded for anybody with a half a brain. They could just listen to what you said. Anybody can listen to what you said. Like I said, it's on a continuous flip now. And Ahiah kept silent, he said. Look, I was like, and you thought that was altogether one, such a one as yourself, but I will reprove you and set them in order before your eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget Hayah, lest I tear you in pieces. Oh, I'm gonna call it. I ain't got no time. I'm gonna get a text for this one, but I'm calling a time I don't have. I'm like Chris Webber right now. I'm gonna call a timeout I don't even have. He said, consider what happened. He said, all you heathens out there, consider what happened. Lest I tear you in pieces. Whoa! Whew. Lest I tear you in pieces. Listen up, heathens. It ain't time to double down. Okay? It's time to consider in clear view what happened and why it happened. I'm reading to you why it happened. Look, I didn't write this a few moments ago. No, this has been written for thousands of years. I'm just reading it. So you get mad at me all you want. I'm just reading it verbatim. I ain't making none of this up. I'm going point for point with you. You can read along. We're in Psalm 50. 5-0. Right now. You can read along. What did I say? Let's read it. Now consider this, ye that forget Hayah. All you who forget the Most High. How do you forget him? By not keeping his laws, statutes, commandments, judgment, or his precepts. By not following his way, word, and will, and disobeying his voice. That's how you forget him. Now consider this. This is Psalms 50 and 22. Now consider this, you who forget Hayah, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Wow. Wow. When Ahiah judges, brothers and sisters, and heathens who might be tuned in, I'm going to send this to a couple of heathens. Just, they need to hear this. You need to hear this. Okay? So you can consider what you saw happen. Ahiah can just hit replay. Be for you. If you follow the pattern of misbehavior, if you just blatant about it, non-repentant about it, tripling, quadrupling down, he gonna tell you a new one. Ain't gonna be nobody to help you. They ain't gonna be able to get help to you in time. Brother Holly ain't did nothing to you. I'm just reading the book, which you've had in your well-fed lap your entire life. You be wise to take heed today. I ain't playing with folks. I read earlier in Psalm 50, he coming like a storm, a tempest. He's here and he's judging. He ain't playing no more. As Granny used to say, shout out to you, Vella. As Granny used to say, time slap out for playing. It is. It's time to slap out. as Granny would say, time slap out for playing. What's the remedy? Psalms 50 and 23. Whoso offers praise glorifies me. And to him that orders his life aright, will I show the salvation of the Almighty Hayah. All praises. He will show his salvation to those who will get their lives together, who will stop slandering, who will stop lying, who will stop consenting with adulterers and cheats and thieves, who will stop bowing to an idol, who will stop wearing an idol around their perverted neck. Cleanse your hands, sinners. Purify your heart. That's in your New Testament. That's why I said it. So maybe it'll shake you up a little. Wake you up before what happened to one is repeated to you. All praises to the Most High, the great I am, he who is, was, and is to come, the Almighty One. AHAYAH alone. He alone is our master. He alone is our savior. He alone is our redeemer. He alone is our king. And he alone is our judge. And the judge is here. Yada. Hayah.